Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless sees some romantic twists coming for Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, Audra Charles, Suleika Silver, and others. And the action kicks off at Aristotle Dumas' Billy Flynn Chateau in France. We could be looking at couple swaps, plus some hot new romances. Starting this week, we've got all those power players in the south of France eager to find out who is Aristotle Dumas really, and what does he want with all of them. But the party is also the backdrop for some romantic entanglements that are kicking off. By the time this party is over, we may see some old flames reignite, partner swaps, and a fresh new romance. Maybe more than one. So the first couple we got to talk about that has potential for a reboot is Phyllis and Nick. Although he brought Sharon Newman Sharon Case to his mom's party and to this event in France in the latest promo and on the Thursday US episode, we've got Phyllis in Nick's arms, and it's because she's freaking out in the maze and he calms her down. She's doing a little Phyllis's spiral. Sharon sees them embracing. She seems jealous and she's eavesdropping, and then she butts in and basically kind of breaks it up in a way. You know, they had stopped embracing and were talking, but I think Sharon kind of inserted herself to make sure nothing more could happen. She is definitely blocking things that might have potential. It's kind of interesting that it's Nick that's calming down Phyllis by holding her close, because Nick told Sharon he wanted her there on the trip as a calming influence for him. Meanwhile, we heard from showrunner Josh Griffith that Phyllis has a hot new romance coming, but they didn't say whether it was with a new partner or a reboot. So, it could be Nick with Phyllis since she is drawn to him. However, Josh Griffith has also teased a Sharon and Nick romance because he said they connect on this trip to France. And of course, Sharon's a smitten kitten. She wants Nick really bad. And that means Phyllis may be getting with somebody else. And another possibility for her is the mystery man, Dumas himself. The showrunner said that Phyllis wins at love and business for a change. So maybe it's a combo of both with our mystery man. And of course, if Dumas is really Kane Ashby, formerly Daniel Goddard might be back to pursue Lily Winter's Crystal Cowell, but I cannot imagine her being interested in him. Kane did Lily dirty in the past. And right now, his son Sam Ashby should be 7. He was born November 2017, and we've not seen him since he was itty-bitty. So they could be doing him at any age or anything like that. And if you remember, Kane cheated on Lily with a business associate who later died. Kane was drunk. He didn't remember doing the deed with her. And then she turned up pregnant. And then she died in childbirth. She wasn't important. She's not around. Obviously, she passed away and wasn't on for that long. Plus, this whole mystery thing is really annoying Lily. So if it is Kane, that's probably one more strike against him where Lily is concerned. And this week, Dumas mentions that he has to call her and check in with her. If it is Kane, then I would be guessing might be Jill Abbott Jess Walton, you know, the woman that he considers his mom. So if Dumas is Kane and Lily rejects him, then he may decide to make trouble with Phyllis and they partner up to stir the pot, then wind up getting involved romantically as well. And if he is Kane, him and Phyllis together would be insanely problematic for the residents of Genoa City. Another potential swap of couples on Young and the Restless has to do with Audra and Kyle Abbott Michael Mealer. They are also getting closer in France as she tries to split him and Claire Grace Newman Haley Aaron. And already this week, Audra got Kyle to sniff her neck and to try her new fragrance, not just sniffing it randomly. And the showrunner also mentioned that Audra has some old feelings bubble up soon of a romantic nature. So she's trying to trick Kyle so she can break him and clear up so Victor Newman Eric Bredin will hopefully give her the rest of the seed money for her new company, Vibranti. But it may blow up in Audra's face. And if she winds up catching feelings for Kyle again, that could kind of ruin everything. But since the showrunner didn't say who she caught old feelings for, it could also be about Holden Novak Nathan Owens, who is another ex of hers. To me, it feels likelier that Audra catches some feels for Kyle because she seems to be disturbed whenever Holden is around. He stresses her out. I don't think Audra wants to revisit what they had because she said Holden was dangerous and intense, and she just doesn't seem like a fan. However, I fully think Audra may lose Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, pretty soon. So, it could be either Kyle or Holden that is part of a couple swap with Audra. And if she pulls it off and breaks up Claire and Kyle, we could actually see Holden and Claire sparking, because if Kyle falls for Audra's scheme, whether or not they reunite, then Claire would be heartbroken and furious. The head writer hinted she may go dark again, which would be interesting. Right now, Claire is sweet and kind, but not too long ago, she was murderous and vengeful and tried to kill all the Newmans. So if Kyle and Audra hurt Claire, she and Holden might get together and make trouble for those two and others for payback, like Victor, since he's the one starting it all. And they keep putting Claire with Holden in scenes for some reason. I feel like, not for nothing, right? And it seems inevitable that Audra is going to lose Nate over her lies and scheming. And so, it could be also a fun option if Phyllis's new love was Nate. That would be at least something new for Young and the Restless. So, we have to entertain the what-if possibility. We could also see Nate with Amanda Sinclair Miss Hale Morgan, if she sticks around a while. Although I think it'd be awkward because Amanda is the ex of Devon Hamilton Britton James, Nate's cousin, which is already an awkward situation because Devon and Abby Newman Melissa Ordway were cheating on Amanda and Chance Chancellor Connor Floyd a few years ago. Plus, Devon's married to Abby. So, messy. I do think we're looking at splits for Audra and Nate. Likely also for Claire and Kyle, at least for a while, if not forever. I do think there are a few couples that are hard-coded to stay together, like Jack Abbott Peter Bergman and Diane Jenkins Susan Walters, like Danny Romalotti Michael Damian and Christine Cricket Blair Lauralee Bell, Chelsea Lawson Newman Melissa Claire, Egan and Adam Newman Mark Grossman seem really solid. Now, of course, they're both worried about the wrath of Victor when he finds out they haven't run, these anti-Billy articles. I will say right now, Sally Spectra Courtney Hope and Billy Abbott Jason Thompson seem solid, but we have to at least acknowledge that there is a possibility that Phyllis gets in between them and Billy's her new romance, but I just don't feel like it. Sally's actually, I think, got staying power with Billy because she reins him in without really holding him back, and Billy does seem really into her. But they're not head over heels in love. So, I won't say they're one of the hard-coded long-term couples, but I don't see a fracture there. Nikki Newman Melody, Thomas Scott, and Victor seem fine. Abby and Devon seem fine. And of course, Danny's about to propose to Christine, so that's a huge deal. But aside from these couples I think are solid, I think we might see quite a few romantic shifts, and it could really shake things up. We'll see what happens. But this week, things start moving on Young and the Restless. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.